Hello, friends. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Come take a seat if you haven't yet. Welcome, everyone. I'm Rabbi Elana Friedman. I'm the campus rabbi and Jewish chaplain with Jewish Life at Duke. And Jewish Life at Duke is the home away from home for Jewish students at Duke. And our mission is to empower Jewish students to learn and grow intellectually and spiritually, to inspire and nurture personal paths to Jewish identity, and to cultivate community and friendship. We believe that there is not one way to be Jewish and not one way to practice authentic and real Judaism, and we are so excited to celebrate Hanukkah with all of you. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to our annual tradition of lighting candles with President Price and Provost Kornbluth. I can say it's an annual tradition because we did it last year. And according to Jewish law, if you do it once and do it one more time, it's tradition. So we now have an official, I hope that's okay with you both. Okay, they conceded. This is how you get people to do things as well in the future. So I'm so glad that we have this tradition here at Duke and that we're able to do it in person here at the Freeman Center this year. It's so exciting. And then not only are we doing this in person, we also have online our friends and family and alumni and parents who've all come to join us virtually to light candles with us and to bring in more light on this special holiday. So welcome to all of you at home as well. During this dark and cold time of year, Hanukkah is a refreshing and needed reminder that we need more light in our lives. Each year we tell the story of the Maccabees, the Jewish rebels, who finally regain their freedom and rededicate the desecrated Holy Temple in Jerusalem. In order to rededicate the temple, they needed oil to light the menorah. They found only enough oil to keep the flames burning for one night. The miracle, as we all know, is that it lasted for 8 nights. Our story reminds us that even during dark moments, we have to search for the light. And even when it seems like there's not enough light, we have to still light the flame. I love that even when they thought there was only one day's worth of oil and they knew it wouldn't last, they still went for it. They still said, let's do this. Let's have the audacity to try and to make this temple a holy place again. They still lit the flame. And that's our charge this year, is to come out of a dark year where we are starting to see the light and grab onto it and extend it to others. We have to believe that the pieces of good that we can find in our lives, that little bit of oil, that little bit of light, can last for 8 nights or more. So before we light these candles, it's my honor to invite up President Vincent Price, the 10th president of Duke University. President Price is also the Walter Hines Page Professor of Public Policy and Political Science in Sanford School of Public Policy and Trinity College of Arts and Sciences. A leading global expert on public opinion and social influence and political communication, President Price came to Duke in 2017. Since arriving on campus, he has turned his attention to the future of the university, developing a strategic framework focused on 5 core principles: empowering people, transforming education, building community, forging partnerships, and engaging a global network. President Price has been a good friend to the Duke Jewish community, and we are grateful for his support and friendship. President Price, please welcome.
Well, thank you, Rabbi Elana, and I'm honored to be with you here on this occasion and to celebrate with all of you in person here with our Jewish community, which is a vibrant and integral part of the Duke community. Hanukkah is a moment for us to see light in the darkness. It's also a time for reflection. And in times of uncertainty, moments of uncertainty like this, it's time for us to consider our resilience as a community, our ability to work together through difficult times. As we've come through this pandemic, as we've worked through so many things, we have to credit ourselves with our collective strength. And so this is a moment for us as we come together to share the light this evening. to reflect on our commitments to each other as members of one community, and to remind ourselves of our university's promise, which is to bring the light of discovery, the light of learning, the light of collaboration and mutual respect to the world beyond our campus. I hope that tonight's celebration does not result in a fire. I'll do my very best. I would like this to be a tradition that continues. But I hope that this evening is a celebration that inspires us to seek the light of understanding in our work here at Duke and beyond, as we gather together in person here, and as we're joined by so many people who could not be with us in person. I'm very, very grateful for all the ways that you have been important parts of this tremendous community we have, working to make it ever better, working very hard to address its imperfections, and coming together for inspiration on an evening like this is, I think, exactly what we need. And I do look forward to spending it with you this evening and coming back for many, many years to come. So very best wishes to all of you who celebrate the magic and indeed the light of this moment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President Price. And President Price is going to help light our Hanukkah tonight. So I want to invite up the helpers, not the shamash, but literally Provost Sally Kornbluth. Provost Kornbluth serves as the Chief Academic Officer responsible for the university's teaching and research mission, developing the institution's intellectual priorities and overseeing their implementation. She served as Duke faculty since 1994 and in her current role as Provost since 2014. And we are so lucky that Provost Kornbluth is an active member of our Duke Jewish community. As an added bonus to all of us, I believe her favorite activity each year is singing these Hanukkah blessings. I asked her to do it, and her enthusiastic response was overwhelming. She was like, "I've got the blessings, no problem," which is exactly what we love to hear. So I really appreciate your support and your voice on this one. And helping light the candles tonight is Jewish Student Union President Sophie Berry. So Sophie, come on up here as well. Sophie is a senior studying psychology, cultural anthropology, and Spanish. On campus, Sophie is not only the Jewish Student Union president, but she's also a Camp Kesem counselor, a Duke puppy kindergarten volunteer, very important, and a member of Duke Scholar for Hunger leadership. So if you have a Hanukkah on your table, let's get our Hanukkah ready. So you'll put 3 candles in on the right side of your Hanukkah, and then the tallest candle, the shamash, as well. And there's some extra Hanukkah in the back if anyone needs one. Just make sure we have the ever-important tin foil underneath. And then at home, of course, get your Hanukkah ready. So I'm going to...
It's a blessing that Sally is singing and that I am not singing.
Okay.
That is a
So I'm going to light the shamash. So we'll sing the blessings along with Provost Kornbluth, but she will lead us in them.
Absolutely. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lechadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim ha'hem b'zman hazeh.
While Provost Kornbluth lights this Hanukkah, I'll invite up Alexa Burnston, Senior and a Program 2 Major, and JSU Communications Chair and President of Duke Small Town Records, to lead us in the singing of Ma'ot Tzur. The song sheets are on your table if you need them, or you can just listen to Alexa's beautiful voice as well.
Ma'ot Tzur Yeshuati Lehanai Leshabea Tikon Beit Tefilati V'sham Toda Nezabea Leitachin Matbea Mitzaham Nabea Azedmor Bashir Mizmor Hanukkah Tamizbeya Azedmor Bashir Mizmor Hanukkah Tamizbeya.
Yeshua Alexa, thank you. It's beautiful. And thank you, Sophie, so much. Vince and Sally, come have a seat for a moment. Let's get real.
Traditional tune.
It was traditional. Provost Kornbluth knew the melody, everyone. That's not always the case when she comes to Shabbat. So I have a few questions for the two of you. This has become also our tradition, is for me to grill you. It's not a competition, but I'll be keeping score. So just keep that in mind. So the first and most important question that I'm personally concerned with was a question of latke topping or dipping, depending on how you eat your latkes. Sour cream, applesauce.
Sour cream, absolutely.
There's some controversy there.
I have never had a latke without both sour cream and applesauce, but,
Wow.
but if I had to pick, I'd go with sour cream.
I appreciate both of your boldness, but the crowd seems to favor applesauce. It's a youthful thing, I think, but I appreciate that. And then oil, as I mentioned, as we know, is the theme of this holiday. What is your favorite fried food?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Latke,
There you go. That's well
seriously.
He's going latke, everybody. Amazing. Brownie, 1 point for President Price on that one.
It's true.
Provost.
Yeah, I kind of go for the donut, but you know.
It's true. As Provost Kornbluth beeline to the sufganiyot and grabbed one before anyone else got one. So I totally understand that. We're talking about donuts. Your favorite donut filling?
I like custard. Okay. Us custard types have to stay
Yeah.
together.
You guys
I'm
stay
going to
together.
go
That's
with
right.
raspberry jam.
Raspberry jam. Good one. Good one. Monuts has a raspberry jam
Good to know.
sufganiya right now, just so
Good
you
to
know. Hanukkah is a time of giving gifts. Last year we spoke about gifts that you received. Can you tell us a favorite gift that you have given? And if it's a gift that you're planning to give to me, I will act surprised later. But for now, just tell us a gift that you have given in the past that you loved giving.
So this is a gift I do not intend to give to you. I gave up a swing set to the kids when they were young, and I just loved it. I loved building it. It's a great gift. I loved it.
It's beautiful.
So when I was bat mitzvah, I have it under here, my grandmother gave me a diamond heart, and then when my daughter was in college, she decided, she had not been bat mitzvah, she decided to be bat mitzvah when she was in college, and so I bought her a diamond heart.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. And then this has been a long year and a half, 2 years now. It's coming up soon. Tell us a moment of light in this past semester, a moment of goodness and light in this past semester, because it's been so different than the past year.
And I suppose not including tonight.
You could say tonight, but
Tonight
we
is
will
good.
give you negative points for kissing
No.
up. Yeah.
And we may,
And we may burn the place
actually,
down.
yes,
Oh, okay.
thank you. So,
Full service.
That could have gone very poorly, but that
yeah,
didn't.
you could have.
That's fine.
So earlier this semester, I was out walking the dogs around campus, and I saw one of our custodial staff, a housekeeper, leaving one of the buildings, and he came running over to me, and he stopped me and he said, "I just want to say thank you for everything you're doing. And I thought, no, I need to thank you for everything you're doing. But it was just such a genuine expression to me. He wasn't speaking to me personally. I think he was speaking to the whole Duke community. And it just was a wonderful moment.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I have to say, I think one thing was when we all finally started like coming back to the building and seeing, you take for granted seeing the people every single day that you see every day. So for me, the day that we sort of turned the lights back on and everyone was kind of back in the building was nice.
That's beautiful. My calendar on my desk still says March 2020. I'm like, it's a nice relic of what it was. Our last question this holiday is a lot about hope, right? I spoke about this idea that you have to hope that the oil lasts for longer than a day. So we've got another semester coming up soon. We're almost at break. We're not done with finals yet, just to be clear. I know I'm excited too. But what are you hopeful for next semester and the year ahead?
Well, I do hope that, this latest variant is not what people fear it is, and that we finally get our arms around this and we can lose these. That is my hope.
Yeah.
And I guess I also hope that fervently, but I also hope that whatever happens, we maintain our resilience and we deal with it.
Yep, that's great. Both really, really good messages for all of us, and hopefully those will be true. You don't get your wish on Hanukkah like you get on your birthday, but who knows?
Who knows?
Perhaps.
Especially you can't
I don't
blow
make the
out.
rules, perhaps. Well, President Price and Provost Kornbluth, thank you so much for spending Hanukkah with all of us. This means so much to the Jewish community, to our students, to everyone here. So I just want to say thank you for being here and for being online with all of us and making this holiday so special for our students and Jewish community.
And let me thank you for everything you do to support the Jewish community. You've been extraordinary. The staff here is extraordinary. Our students are extraordinary. So thank all of you in this room for making this not only a wonderful night, but for making this community what it is.
Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
One last thing, but you guys are dismissed off the stage if you'd like. One last thing, although I like having you close to me, don't get me wrong. One last thing before we wrap up, we're going to have a special one last musical performance tonight, and I want to thank you all for coming and joining us, especially to the students who are here, and really especially to those of you who are online lighting candles with us all over the world. And I want to let you know, as you probably have known from your inbox, today is Giving Tuesday, the biggest collective giving day of the year. And during this day of tzedakah and all throughout Hanukkah, we invite you to make a contribution and a donation to Jewish life at Duke. 100% of our budget, including educational, social, religious, student programming, holiday meals, operating expenses, is supported by donations from alumni, parents, and Duke friends. So you truly make it all possible. So I hope you'll join us in investing in Duke's Jewish community today by making a donation, which you can do at tinyurl.com/Duke Hanukkah, and it's spelled with an H, even though I personally believe it should be CH, but for this, it is with an H. So if you can, please make a donation, and if not, we love you anyway, and we're so glad to have you all with us. So I want to close out this beautiful evening with Zach Charlick, who's going to come on up. Zach is a first-year engineering student from Ohio, as well as being a member of the Pitchforks, a Duke a cappella group. Zach plays guitar and sings quite well. So let's give it up for Zach, and thank you all so much for being here.
Light one candle for the Maccabee children, with thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for those who believe us that justice and freedom will come. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering a pain we endured long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in. Let anger not tear us apart. And light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory we value so highly? We keep it alive in these flames. What's the commitment to those who have died? We cry out they've not died in vain. We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is our burden, this is our promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears.